Happy New Year! This is the last episode of Sensitive Success for 2023. And yeah, if you do not like New Year's resolutions or New Year's goals, this episode is totally for you. So I wanted to talk about the chance a new year is giving us to reset and to look at things from a new lens, to restart a new chapter of our lives. And really, we can create these restarts whenever we want during the year or several times during the year. I prefer to have one when it's my birthday to really look at what's the next phase of my life, and also New Year, of course. But I feel like, especially here in New Zealand, with summer and the school holidays, I homeschool my kids now, but yeah, still, there's lots to do. The weather is wonderful and the beaches are warming up as well. So I just find I have more time when it's my birthday and it's in March. And it's also makes sense with the business year that we have here. So we can restart whenever we want. If we feel like, okay, I need to take a new take on my life, I need to change something, I need to restart. This is for you. And this is some tips and tricks that I have picked up along the way. So yeah, I really like things to, especially this time of year when I'm doing a restart for New Year's, I like things to brew a bit and really think about, okay, how do I want my next year to be and how do I want to feel? But we're getting to that because one of the mistakes that people can do when they are looking at this is to not start by looking at what have been first. So the first thing we need to do is really tune into, okay, what has this year actually been? If you're doing it a year, if you're doing quarterly, monthly, look at the last period. How has that actually impacted you? So we don't start from an old platform or an old view of ourselves, but to really upgrade our vision of ourselves. It's like, when we go home for Christmas and you feel like you've changed so much and your parents are treating you like always, or your siblings or your family is treating you like you were before, but you feel so changed. And that's kind of what we need to do for ourselves as well. Like really look at, okay, who am I now? Who am I really? So here are some questions that can help you. How are you different from a year ago? Who are you being now that you weren't a year ago? What are the challenges that you have been through? What have you created this year? Really, who are you now? And how are your surroundings different or circumstances different from a year ago? Really upgrade the picture of yourself and where you're starting from. And if there are some things that you feel like you need to let go of, like we can mix in so many different rituals or different habits or different things into this. Do you have a ritual around the new year? I would love to hear it. Head over to Instagram at Frida Kabo. Or what do you like about the rituals? So, or if you're watching this on YouTube, tell me in the comments. I would love to hear it. What are your rituals or what are your habits around the new year? So yeah, if there are things that you want to let go of, you can actually write it on a note and burn it. Just this ceremonial expression of what we want to do, what we feel like we need to do, and release it and do something that represents that and put an intention into really doing that and see where that takes you. Experiment with it. So yeah, what we've done so far is to really make sure that we have a clean slate. And with that, I also want you to question the goals or ideas that you have that you need to create or that you should do in your life. So we really can have a clean slate also when we dream, also when we look what this year should entail, the next year should entail, 2024. I like the sound of that year. I'm not sure why, but I really like that 2024. And I think it's going to be a really great year. And so far, it's a clean slate. I do have some things that I know is going to happen. My in-laws are coming. I'm going on a course. And yeah, I've started to like paint it. But it's also a clean slate for me. I'm not sure what it's really gonna be in there. So that's the next phase, right? When we've looked back and seen, okay, how have this year impacted me? Who am I different now? And then look at okay. And it's not about, yeah, okay, where am I going this year? And it's not so much about putting up these grand goals, or especially if you've done it a lot of times, like I said in the beginning, if you don't like resolutions or goals, this is for you, because often we put up these resolutions and goals and we don't make it. And then we create a story around that. We never follow through with our goals or resolutions anyway, so we don't have to put them up. And then we kind of give up on that. So what I like to do instead is to really look at, okay, what do I want more of in my life? How do I want to feel? And do those correlate? Do what I want more in life make me feel the way I want to feel? Because feelings are powerful. They are really powerful drivers in our lives, even if we are aware of it or not. We want to feel safe. We want to, all those basic needs, we want them met. When we consciously look at, okay, what do I want to feel? Do I want to feel safe? Do I want to feel happy? Do I want to feel like I'm contributing? And do I want to feel accomplished? Do I want to feel creative or dreamy? Or what do I want to feel more of in my life? Relaxed, maybe, peaceful. Like there's so much, and challenged. Like there's so many nuances that we can put down and really feel into, what do I want to feel more of? Alive, maybe. And then look at, okay, what are the things that helps me feel alive? What are the things that makes me happy? And try to take in more of those things into our lives. Yeah, it's not so much about accomplished things, but to explore. We explore life, right? So if there is something that you do have as a goal and you feel is really meaningful to you and still is really meaningful to you, how can you play with that next year? Because sometimes we get stuck in the seriousness of things. Everything have to be so serious and heavy. And what if we light it up with, how can I explore this? How can we be open for the opportunities that will come to us? What would happen? What if we had a magic wand and we could wish for anything? What would you wish for? Is it time to go after your what if? Is it time to go after that big project, or go after something that you really want, to play with it, to see that you're on a new platform? Yeah, you don't have to be ready for it. You can start before you're ready. If our fear and our overthinking, if we let that steer when we're ready, we're never going to be ready. So the way I see it is that you're ready when it feels more important, so important to you that you feel that this is something you have to do. You can't wait any longer. Well, you're not ready, but that's okay. It's time, right? So if you have something like that for 2024, exciting for you. And if not, that's totally fine too. Maybe you can just take one small step on the way there. Maybe you don't have to say that, oh, it's really something big, 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 and I want to create it now. Because what I'm seeing is that it creates a lot of frustration, because we're really good at picturing things and seeing things. And it becomes so crystal clear for us that we get frustrated when it doesn't happen as fast as we want to. So patience, but also seeing that one small step in front of the other, and just chunk it down to smaller and smaller steps. Because when it's that big step and it doesn't happen, we can give up, and we don't want that, right? So really, yeah, as I always say, small steps, do what is meaningful to you, and really think about how you want to feel. Yeah, so really think about where you are now and what you want for next year. And as I said, you can mix a lot of things into this. If you want to put a theme for the year, a theme word, a theme song, a theme color, you can play with it as much as you want, and see what you want to create, or see what wants to be created. I hope that was helpful to you. I hope that was useful to you, and that you got some new insights and angles into how you want to create your next year. And I'm really excited to go into the next year. And also, if you want a really great habit to start the new year, I'm having the journaling journey. It's a writing process that you can use to really kickstart your new year. And you get one journaling prompt each month. We will put the link in the show notes. And yeah, I would love to see you there. So have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and a great start to the new year. See you soon. Bye.